telling these guys, I just need you together for a few minutes here, maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll give you the rest of the period to work on your recipe. Okay. Okay, Michaela, do what you can. We'll see how we do. So first off, I do want to mention and remind you that we have a quiz tomorrow. What is your quiz over? We're about to practice on it. What's your quiz over? Vocab. Last vocab quiz. This is over 7A. It's all the food stuff. All right. So I would love to play maybe one quick game, maybe two if we're real quick. Blookit was not feeling well earlier, but I did do a little test. It seems to be back on. So we'll try a Blookit or two. And then I want to just, like I said, hit the highlights of the recipe, tell you a few things when people have turned it in earlier today that have not been right. And then just show you one good example of what for, and then I'll let you get to it. All right. So that's kind of my lineup. I was trying to tell a few people it's always the same in 10th period. You guys were just as smart as my other classes, but your grades tend to be a little lower. I don't know. It's just something about 10th period. So, and mostly missing some assignments. So if you want to take a minute after we talk about your project to go back to Skyward real quick and see if you're missing something, you know, and get me some stuff if you're missing it, and then send me a follow-up message that you got me something so that I make sure that I see it. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start with some Blookit. Let me read my real quick. Yep. No worries, Michaela. Just if it kicks you out, come back. All right, so let's Blookit. What do we want to play? Oh, John. All right, we did just play that the other day. The problem is once you get, if you're not in the end, it does get a little slower for everybody else. So what else do we want? Cafe. All right, let's try. Is that what you said? Cafe? Somebody say cafe. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Happy to try it. All right. If you're just joining us, we're about to do cafe. Now, I couldn't get cafe to work earlier, so we'll see. Uh-oh. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I figured out the little emoji for the game. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, she got it. Oh no, somebody else got it. Oh, Anaya got it. Wow, game on. Game on. Oh wow, Lanaya, she gave it up. She gave it up. Oh, Jeremiah took it. He's online. Nothing you can do about that. Oh, Anaya tried. She extended the olive branch, but she is serious about her emoji.
Whoever Jeremiah is, pick a different character.
Please.
No, it ain't no please. It ain't no please. Pick a different character. I want my fish.
No pressure, Jeremiah. I wouldn't
All
do
pressure.
it. I wouldn't do it unless she said please.
All smoke behind that fish. Get it together.
Wow. Wow. That's some strong feelings for your fish. I wouldn't change it. You say please. Okay, on it. I get right on that. All right, well, gosh. See if my normal emoji, is available. What do you know? I like the little piggy. What can I say? All right. Not sure about that. All right, last call. Anybody else getting on? Can't remember what we're playing. Cafe. You don't like cafe? I like this and I like factory. Probably my faves. Well, now you do tend to win a lot. Is because of the fish? Is that like your good luck charm? Oh, gotcha. Thanks for clarifying. Ooh. I always forget to use those things at the bottom. Un minuto. Ooh, getting close. Thanks. Hard to say. Rico, Hayden, Rosa. Nice work. Whew, I thought I was in there, but nah. All right. Intense cafe experience. Rosa. I mean, I did notice that. Wow. Wow. Just saying. Can you please next time? Yeah, I don't know, Todd. I guess not. No worries, Gianna. And oh, I'll wait on that one. Okay. So, that's funny. All right, I'll tell you. He did say if you said please in Spanish, he would have done it. Maybe next time. All right, so listen, I want to talk about the project. I want to spend just a couple minutes on it. We're not going to play any more Blicket because I want to transition there and make sure you have lots of time to work on this. So grab your notes wherever you want to look at it. I will screen share just my notes and then just hit the highlights real fast. And then I will show you an example of one that I got earlier today that was in pretty good shape. So recipe is due tonight by midnight. So let's make sure you know what you're doing. All right, so hitting the highlights here. Number one, you have your country. If you weren't here yesterday and you don't have your country, you can see it's posted under assignments from yesterday, okay? Number 2 says 10 easy steps. Make sure you simplify it. If your recipe has 20 steps, just pick the 10 important ones. I don't need more than 10. I wouldn't take off for it, but that's just more work than you need to do. Now, on the other hand, if you're below 10, you got to add something in. You can say like buy the ingredients or wash the fruit or whatever. You can make things up if you need to add something in. All right, look at number 3 with me real quick. This is where a few people turned this in earlier today, and I had to say, please redo it because they didn't use any commands. All right, let's talk about this real quick. They listed their 10 things, but they used the verb mezclar, right? Mezclar los ingredientes. Is that a command? No, not like that, right? You have to change it. If you want it to be a command, what form should that mezclar be in? That's if you're doing the negative, you're going to go yo. If you're doing positive, you do LAS. So you would want to say mezcla. There it is. Good. So mezcla. Make sure all of your commands are in the he, she form. I gotcha. All right. Is that what you wanted to point? I gotcha. If you're doing it negative, then Will and I said yo form, drop the O, put on the opposite ending plus S. All right. So double check your commands. If you need help on commands, go to class resources and click on my command notes. And I gave you how to do it. And there's a bunch of examples on there you could probably steal right off of there. All right. Okay. Keep it simple. We've talked about this many times. Boil the water, add the sugar, mix the ingredients. I want these super simple. If you give me these long, fancy sentences, I'll know you just Google Translate it and I don't need it. All right, very short and sweet. Number 4, underline or highlight your vocab. I did not say you needed to underline or highlight the verbs. I can see the verbs. So I just figured highlight the vocab. Number 5, I said for ingredients, how many do I need minimum? Minimum. I added this yesterday, 5. You can give me more is fine, but I also don't need you to Google Translate 20 different ingredients. All right. I don't need you to look up the word for all these random spices or things like that. If it's one of the main ingredients, you can, but I don't need more than 5. All right. Number 6, if you have a hard copy, I asked you to write in number 6 yesterday. So make sure you are aware of number 6. Everybody look at your paper or wherever you're getting this from. Not only did I want a picture, but I want you to include the name of your food in Spanish and the country where it's from. Okay, not a big add-in, but it just made sense. I should have put that on there in the first place. All right, otherwise, nothing else different. You can do a PowerPoint, Google, Word document, don't care. There's a link on Canvas to turn it in. It is due by tonight at midnight. 10 points extra credit is still on the table. If you want to do that over the weekend, that is fine. I did not make the extra credit due until Monday. So if that is of interest, just reread it and remind yourself what I need you to do. Otherwise, here's a breakdown of your grade. So let me show you my example, and then I would be happy to open it up if there are any final questions before I let you get to it. All right, so check out my example. Everybody look so you can have a good idea. This one is not perfect, but it's in very good shape. So make it a little bigger for you. Oh, no, that's not gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it like that. All right, so this is the gist of it. Look, I got a picture, one picture. I got the name of it. It's actually Gallo Pinto, so she forgot an O on there, but she's got the idea. And I can see it's from Costa Rica. All right, she added a few other details here like cook time and portions. You don't have to do that, but you can. All right, look, she's got a very simple list of ingredientes. Okay, it's nothing crazy fancy. She got the word. She did use taza if she wanted to use a cup. And she did use cucharada if she wanted to use a tablespoon. Those count as vocab words. Simple. All right. She gave me a few more than 5. That's fine. Now look at her directions down here. Oh, no, I can't really move those up. But what I want to point out is she's got 10 commands, and they are commands, right? She didn't say mezclar. She said mezcla. She didn't say añadir. She said añade. She didn't say hervir. She Yerve. All right, so she's got 10 different commands. Now she put it all in a paragraph. That's fine. Or you can list it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, either way is fine. The last thing that I'll remind you, I have seen a few people turning in today commands, and they didn't get the stem change. If you use your vocab word like probar or calentar, or there's a bunch of them, encender. Look on your vocab list. If it says IE in parentheses or UE, you have a little stem change to stick in there. So make sure you add that in so that you get your full points for that. All right, so that's my example. Does everybody have a vision of what you need to do? Okay, it doesn't need to be exactly like this, but this had all the things included and it was in pretty good shape grammatically. And so I thought I would give you a idea of what it could look like. John, you got a question? No, because people will copy it. So no, you got the idea, right? Do the picture, the food, the ingredients, the directions. All right. It doesn't have to even be in that order, as long as you have all that. Okay. All right. So final questions for the good of the group. You have to use your country. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not going to tell you can or can't do a certain food. If you can find whatever food from your country, so I wouldn't go into it looking for a certain food, right? But if you can find a recipe from Argentina of whatever food you're looking for, fine. But otherwise, I would just do a search that says recipes from Argentina or recipes from wherever your country is and see what you find. If you find that, that's fine. So Jeremiah, yes, to answer your question, if you can find that recipe, yes. All right, so here's what I will say. If you are on Zoom, two things, right? Number one, this is due by midnight tonight, and also be ready for your vocab quiz tomorrow. If you are happy to do those things and you do not need me, I will say hasta luego. You can go work on it on your own. You do not have to stay on the Zoom. If you have follow-up questions, you can just email me. All right.